Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna build this module from modulove. It's an Euclidean sequencer named A-RYTH-MATIK. So this is originally a design made by Hagivo and it's been further improved by modulove. Alright, first of all, I really like the packaging. I think this is looks really smart and really nice. And it's also good that they have their easy access to the build documentation and the build videos and stuff like that. All right, let's open this up. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay, first of all we have the PCBs, a really nice front panel with Enig surface treatment, so it's gold plated, and there is also diffusers or openings in the copper and the silk print here, so the LEDs that are on the board, they can shine through here. Looks really nice design. We will look more closely to that later. And here we have an Arduino Nano. I'm guessing that it's pre-programmed, but we will check that, of course. It's no big deal to download the software if I need to. Okay, and a cable. That's really nice. One more sticker. Always nice to have those. And here we have the OLED display. It's the 4-pin version with the I2C connection. And a really nice looking blind panel. Really nice. And another sticker. And we have, I guess this is all of the through-hole components and connectors and stuff like that. I will just open it up so you can see what's inside. Okay, connectors for the Arduino, I guess. The usual Tonky cons. Like so, and an encoder and a knob for that, and some front panel screws, I guess. This almost feels like plastic. I think they are plastic, or at least the head is plastic. Some capacitors and LEDs and the knurled nuts for the jacks. Okay, so let's build this. Okay, I ran into a small issue right out the gates. The boxed header connector was missing in the kit, but fortunately I have a lot of these in my stash, so I could proceed with the build without delay. I begin the build by mounting the polarized caps and solder them in place. Next is the power connector, and I struggle a little bit with fitting that flush to the board, before I realize that it's colliding with a ceramic cap on the PCB. This is probably because I used one of my own power connectors that might differ from the one that the PCB have been designed for. But the function should be the same, so never mind. Next we have to solder the female connector closest to the power connector for the Arduino Nano and trim the legs under the encoder switch. Wait with the second row. This is explained in detail in the build instructions. After that, it's time to mount the jacks and the encoder switch and solder them in place. You could add the LEDs as well if you like, but I personally prefer to assemble things in several passes to make things easier. Next we have the LEDs, and there are a lot of options offered in this kit. You have 4 colored LEDs, and the milky LEDs are dual color ones, so you can choose between red or green depending on which way to mount them on the PCB. Alright, it's time to mount the second row female header connector on the PCB, and I use the Arduino as a guide to keep the connector in place while I'm soldering it. The next step is to attach the OLED display and solder it in place. Don't forget to remove the protective film from the screen. And with that, the build is completed. And before we power on the module, let's make a quick check that there are no shorts between the power rails and ground. And finally, we attach the Arduino Nano And we also need to adjust the height of the knob a bit before we press it onto the shaft of the encoder switch. I solved this by putting a small plastic insert into the bottom of the knob. The Arduino Nano needs to have the firmware programmed, and that is very easy to do using the modulove website. You need to have the serial port drivers for the Arduino installed in the system, but apart from that, all you have to do is connect the module over USB and download the correct software for the type of Arduino Nano that you're using. Everything seems to be working fine, so let's take this module for a test drive with my 909 drum modules. This module will be a great addition to my case, and I'm really looking forward to start using it in my setup. And with that, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon again. Bye for now.